Hey everybody, Mary Bulger here, Naturalist with Iowa County Conservation. And one of our outdoor adventure projects that we're going to give you a little bit of instruction for is how to make a recycled t-shirt tote bag. You may have lots of t-shirts, old t-shirts laying around the house. You don't want to get rid of them because maybe they're a t-shirt that you really like the color of or a picture on it. You don't want to turn them into rags. This is a way that you can still get some use out of them, but if you're not wearing them anymore. So I have a few examples of what we're going to show you, then we're going to give you some instruction on this. This is a really simple, quick project that you only need 2 different materials for: the old t-shirt and a sharp pair of scissors. Kids, make sure that you have the help of your mom and dad for this if you're young. So a few examples here that I have done. So this is actually an old tank top, and you can see it looks like a little tote bag. This project is really fun because you kind of make strips at the bottom and you tie them together and form a tote bag. With tank tops like this, they make really great handles. You don't have to do any cutting or processing or anything. And this can be a really great bag when you're going on your outdoor adventure. So you could use a tank top if you have one, or you can use a t-shirt. I had lots of old t-shirts here that I wanted to find a project with. This is kind of how I got the idea. With one type of way that you can do the bottom, I don't know if you can see very well here, but this kind of has a fringy bottom. We'll show you how to do that with the tote bag. Or you can make a t-shirt tote bag with a not fringy bottom, so it's just kind of like the bottom of a regular tote bag here. So we're going to kind of run you step by step on what to do here. So I just have 2 materials. I have an old t-shirt right here, and I have a sharp pair of scissors. There are only a few steps to this, so this is why it's a fun, quick, and easy project to do and to reuse those old t-shirts. So what you want to do first step is kind of lay your t-shirt out on the table, and you're going to cut out the sleeves if you have a t-shirt. So right along the sleeve line, right along the curve here is where you're going to cut that. You can either cut on the outside of the seam to kind of give that more support, or you can cut on the inside. It's totally up to you. Just gotta lay your t-shirt flat and cut right along that seam. So you're gonna cut one of the sleeves off. And that's one. And then you're gonna flip your t-shirt over to the other side, lay it out again, and I wanna cut my other sleeve off. I'm cutting on the outside of the seam, so that sewn seam line of the sleeve, just because I think it gives your tote handles a little bit of extra support here, especially if you're carrying maybe some heavy things on your back. So we cut our sleeves off. We're gonna set those aside. You can see the t-shirt looks quite a bit different already. Next is the bottom. And so what you wanna do is take your t-shirt and you wanna lay it down. Now, if you want to do a t-shirt that has fringes on the bottom, you wanna leave it just like it is, like this. So it is right side out. You can see if you have a pattern or a picture on the outside, you can see that. If you want it to not have a fringy bottom, then you want to turn it inside out and tie from the inside. It's totally up to you, your preference for your t-shirt. So what we want to do now is take your scissors and you want to cut some strips, usually about 2 inches. And quick tip here, most adult thumbs are about 1/2 inch, so you can use 4 of your little thumbs here to kind of measure. Doesn't have to be about 2 inches, but that just gives you some nice big strips here to tie. And I usually cut from the bottom of your t-shirt up probably about 3 inches. That gives you a nice place to tie, or nice distance to tie your t-shirt. So you're gonna cut your whole bottom of your t-shirt, those strips, and you don't have to measure. You can kind of just eyeball it. If you want it to look a little more finished, you certainly can do that as well. One alternative to this bag that I've seen, instead of doing the tie bottom, if you have a sewing machine, you can have a parent help you out and do that. So I'm just gonna do part of these ties right here, just to kind of give you an example of what they look like. So now you have all of these fringy little ties here. And what you're going to do is you're gonna take these and you're gonna tie 2 knots, making sure you kind of match up. Sometimes when you get going to the middle of the t-shirt, you might grab 2 that don't match, so you wanna be careful when you're tying. Tie 1 knot and tie 2 knots, maybe even 3 if you wanna be a little bit more secure with that. And that's all there is to it. You tie all the bottom of the knots, and if you want a tote bag that does not have a fringy bottom, you would have turned it inside out and just had that bottom here. But if you do, you can make it just like this and kind of a neat pattern on the bottom. So thanks very much for watching us. We hope you have fun making this recycled shirt tote bag to put all of your materials in that you're going to be using for your outdoor exploration and adventures. Thanks guys, we'll see you later.